What's going on YouTube? Broken Place Creators here, coming at you guys with an update on my beard. Just kidding. But yeah, no shave November. My beard's getting kind of long. I don't know if I want to shave it. It kind of looks kind of cool, but yeah. Anyway, getting on to the video. Just want to make this video basically to go over the two types of well, there's more than just these two, but two types of players that there are in Yu-Gi-Oh, which is the cocky Yu-Gi-Oh player and then the bitchy Yu-Gi-Oh player that just complains about everything. And kind of give my 2 cents on both and why I think they do it, why I think they are the way that they are. So starting off with cocky Yu-Gi-Oh players, I'd say like 80% of them are just basically being assholes. Like they have nothing to back their shit up. They're not even good. They're just cocky to, give you a hard time. They just tell you that you misplayed or that you're bad or, that they're so much better than you. And that type of person definitely sucks. They're not enjoyable to be around. They're not enjoyable to play against. And just in general, like not even just in Yu-Gi-Oh, just those type of people in any aspect of anything that you do in life just really suck and they're really annoying. But you have to also take into consideration the people in Yu-Gi-Oh that are cocky, but they have shit to back it up. Like they have multiple regional tops or YCS tops. I'm not talking about like just like topping your locals, because your locals is just your locals. Like that's not a big deal. Like if you top your locals every weekend, like congratulations, that's awesome. You might be decent at the game, but you have like nothing to back, your shit up. So I'm talking about like regional and YCS tops. Like if you just have one, then like okay, but if you have like multiple, then people can't really give you shit about you being cocky, because it's like you're honestly just good. And also like a big aspect in this game is just like a mind thing. You can play like mind games with your opponent that can kind of like influence if you win or not. And honestly, like in the game and in anything in life, like if you really believe in something and you tell yourself, that you're gonna do well at something over and over again, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna happen. 9 times out of 10 you're gonna do well, just because like your mind is really powerful. And if you make yourself believe something and you tell yourself something over and over, like your mind just like gets recorded into your mind and it's gonna happen. And like the cocky Yu-Gi-Oh players, like if they keep telling themselves that they're good, that they're the best, that they're the shit, that they're gonna beat their opponent, that their deck is better, then it just kind of like boosts their confidence, it gets their mind going, and then they just do better because that's just the way shit goes. So yeah, you have to take that into consideration. A lot of people are confident and cocky because it kind of works. Like if you haven't tried it before, just kind of like go to your locals or go to an event, tell yourself over and over that you're gonna do well, that your deck is as good as it can be, and almost guaranteed you're gonna do well. You might not top, you might not get first place, but you will do well and you will do better at that event than if you just go in like, oh whatever, I hope I do well. My side deck isn't ready, my extra deck isn't done. If you go in like that, you're just gonna go in with a bad mindset and you're gonna do bad. But with anything, if you go in with a positive mindset and you're confident, then you're probably gonna do well at it. So yeah, there's a cocky players that basically have nothing to back their shit up and they just do it to be an asshole. And then there's a cocky Yu-Gi-Oh players that actually can back their shit up, have multiple regional tops or YCS tops, and it's like you can't really. Yeah, you can be like annoyed at them, you can be pissed off at them, but it's like you can only do it to a certain extent because they're actually good. Like they have a reason to be cocky, Like I hope you guys get where I'm coming from. And honestly, like a lot of them aren't really that bad. Like of people, I know at my locals, once in a while, like once in a blue moon, there's like 3-4 guys that come in from out of town, and most of them are pretty cocky players, but the thing is they all have multiple regional tops, which, it's not a YCS, but still, a regional is a regional, so to have like multiple tops out one is really good. Especially here in Cali, because Cali regionals are really big, like 600 to 1,000 people normally, which is pretty much as big as a YCS in some places, and there's a lot of really good players here in Cali, like from Sacramento, Stockton, just like that area. There's a lot of really good players. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm coming from. They're honestly not that bad of people if you just give them a shot, because a lot of people, they just kind of like, uh, what's that saying? Keep forgetting. Oh yeah, they're like, don't judge a book or by its cover or something like that. Like I mean, it's honestly the truth. Like yeah, they may seem cocky, like when it comes to the game, but like just this past weekend, like those people that I'm talking about that go to my local once in Blue Moon, they went, and honestly, I'm cool with all of them. We get along. Like I know a lot of people on my locals hate them, but for some reason we just get along. And like after the tournament, me and my friend, the cocky player, we split for first and second place, and then like we went to go eat after, and they're just like really chill dudes. Like they're honestly not that bad. It's just you kind of have to give people a shot. You can't judge a book by its cover. Like it sounds corny or whatever, but I mean it's the truth. So yeah, that's basically what I have to say about cocky Yu-Gi-Oh players. And then as far as the bitchy Yu-Gi-Oh players, like the ones who just complain over and over and over about how they got sacked, or how their hand was bad, or how their opponent drew the one of a card, like that's just really annoying. Like there's no excuse for that. There's no like good side to it. Excuse me. There's no good side to that. It's just terrible. Like it doesn't make you look good. It's not fun to hear you complain about your losses. It does nothing, honestly. Like yeah, it can maybe let off some steam, but you can do that by like doing other things and not annoying people. I know at my locals nobody likes a bitchy Yu-Gi-Oh player. There's about 2 people on my locals that are just like seriously, they complain every time they lose, and it gets really old. And like nobody likes them. Like just nobody wants to hang out with them. Nobody likes them. Nobody likes going against them. And like it's just seriously really annoying to hear a grown man complain about how his opponent drew a rescue rabbit. Like it's bad. Like I don't know. Like maybe it's just because I don't complain. Like I literally never complain when I lose, even if I get super sacked. Like I still shake my opponent's hand and I'm like, good game, and then I move on, because there's no point to hold a grudge against someone and like just bitch over and over about how they sacked you, because it does nothing. It just makes you look bad. So if you're a player that complains a lot about all their losses, about how they get sacked, whatever, just don't do it. You'll be a much more enjoyable person to hang around with. A lot of people will want to hang out with you more. It's just all around a lot better. Like I know, like me and a couple of my friends, like whenever we're done with locals, we'll go eat somewhere, and usually after locals, we're pretty dueled out. Like we don't want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. At least right now, we don't duel like after we go to the shop, because it's just like the format's gay, so like why? And we don't really, like when we go eat, we don't really want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh. Like we'd rather talk about other shit. So also like the people that all they can talk about is Yu-Gi-Oh. Like you hang out with them and it's Yu-Gi-Oh. You go to the shop, it's Yu-Gi-Oh. You go eat, it's Yu-Gi-Oh. You go to the mall, it's Yu-Gi-Oh. Like that gets really annoying too. Like there's other shit in life besides Yu-Gi-Oh. And you gotta take your breaks from it sometimes. So that's basically my opinion on that. You just shouldn't complain about things in general, not just in Yu-Gi-Oh, but in life in general. Complaining gets you nowhere. Trust me on that. You just kind of have to brush stuff off and move on, and just hope for a better day. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up so I know that you did like it. If you have any suggestions for any kind of videos you guys want me to make, just leave it in the comment section below, whether it's a deck profile of a certain deck. I'm honestly not going to be profiling decks as much as I was before, just because if you guys check my channel, I've had a lot of decks, and I finally found that Mermail and Dark World is pretty much what I'm best with. It's the 2 decks that I like the most. Dark World was like the first deck I ever really made competitively. Like it was like the deck that got me into Yu-Gi-Oh! And Mermail has honestly just been like one of my favorite decks to be released. So I'm probably just gonna stick to those 2. Unless they get like super anally raped in the ban list, then I'm kind of be forced to have to play something else. But if nothing happens to those decks like drastically, then you know, that's what I'm gonna be playing. But I'm still gonna be getting dark profiles off like my friends at locals and stuff. So if you guys want to see any certain decks, just leave it in the comments below. I'll definitely try and get those deck profiles up for you guys, or like dual videos of like certain decks where, like, you know, this versus that or that versus this. Just let me know. I can probably record that at locals as well. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Again, any suggestions, any comments, just leave in the comment section below. If you guys haven't already subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you did. I'm trying to reach 400 subscribers. That's my new goal. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching the video. Hopefully you guys liked it. I know I said that already, but I really do. So until next time, keep it broken.